So let's get into that. The exploiters and ego trippers of the debate world.
Yeah. You find those of all religions, cultures, doctrines. There are many, many, many people who have used Baba Yanun's doctrine to exploit and ego trip
money.
and to make money or to find wives, you know, if that makes sense. So that is a reality of our world, a particular branch of human nature, whereby there are people out there who exploit. And when you're doing it by way of religion, I just think it's the worst thing, especially because most people a lot of people that I've seen exploit when it comes to religion, they know the truth. They've actually studied. They know the truth. They know the Bible inside and out. They might even know the Quran inside and out. They might know the Torah inside and out. Then they've gone on to read other books. They've studied. And they've reached a conclusion that I can live my life most comfortably right here in this space. And then it's one thing living yourself in that space, knowing the truth. But then I'm going to mislead others to this same space when I know the truth. So if you're an exploiter, yeah, boy, shame on you. Shame on you. If you're an exploiter of any kind.
Take a long good look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
Reflect.
You have to reflect. And like I said, I've seen those of all doctrines. Obviously, Baba Yanun's doctrine is very powerful. And Baba Yanun has walked us through the different schools of religion. So he's gone through all the different schools, pointed out the various flaws and so on and so forth. Answered all our questions about each religion, taken us through a school where we've almost lived that particular way of life. And then we've graduated out of it. So if you're a student of Baba Yanun, student of the master teacher, then you, and a good student in the sense that you're studious, you've done you've paid attention in the lectures,
you've done your due
diligence, you've read all your books and so on and so forth. You are a potential danger. You then have to choose. Like you always say, duality. You're going to be a god or you're going to be a devil. You then have to choose, right? Because you have knowledge that you can use to control people. And there's a lot of people looking for the truth or looking for something. And you can exploit those people. When someone's looking for something, they can be exploited. It's one of the reasons that Baba Yanun explains you should never have false hope. You should never have hope, even faith, because it means you're hoping for something, and there are beings, both human and otherwise, that can exploit that search. Okay? And that's what happens. You see a lot of people getting exploited in that way. They're just looking for something. They're just looking for the truth, or they might care about their people. They're trying to save their people. And these beings will put themselves in certain positions whereby they can exploit you, whereby they can cheat you. And so you have a lot of, and I want to get into this topic as well, you have a lot of what you might term as anti-warners as well. And where Baba Yanun explained, he is a warner, right? He is the warner of this time. He's come to warn his people. But such is the essence of reality, whereby it is dual all the time. Duality is a reality. As soon as you send something of a particular frequency, the opposite frequency is usually not far behind. And so if you have warners, you will also have anti-warners, if that makes sense.
That Nupu and Zupu. That
Nupu and Zupu. Exactly.
Factor.
And these are realities. That Christ, that Antichrist, right? And so you have a lot of different people popping up. The rate at which they pop up, it amazes
it's like
me.
they're spawning.
Yeah, who's planting these seeds? Because these guys are just growing fields of these guys, just turning up like, yeah, you know what? I'm the savior. I got all the answers. I'm just like, no, you don't. But they're convincing, or they can be. I look at it like I'm not convinced, but they convince some people. And so these what you might term as anti-warners, but I want to get into the actual warner, anti-warner doctrine, because there is a specific doctrine. But you might term these people as anti-warners who pop up like, yeah, I've read this, I've done that. You know what? It's time to mislead people, and they will succeed, especially in this day and time with such an over influx of information and information. A lot of people are being misled. Even people who might be looking for the truth, which there are many of in this day and time, looking for, okay, but where? Clearly this isn't it. Clearly what we've been given in this last age of existence isn't it. But where is it? And these people pop up and exploit them. And that's the danger that I would warn many people about. So